What's up, y'all? So our noble movement today is all about opening up the hips and lower back. So in Qigong, we know that the lower dantian is our lower three chakras, our root, our navel center, and our solar plexus. So as we begin to open up the hips and lower back, we start to nourish the kidneys, we start to nourish the organs, we start to open up some of the energy flow, both in the front side of the hips and as well as the outside of the hips, the gallbladder channels. And one of the biggest reasons why the emotions that we feel sometimes aren't able to be accessible is because our body is stuck and stagnant and we sit down all day. So in order to free up our energy, we have to free up our body, which in turn increases our emotional capacity, our ability to, I call it emotional range of motion, is directly connected to our physical range of motion as well, and vice versa. So we're going to head to the floor. If you have a foam roller, I'm going to show you the great foam rolling routine as well as some hip and lower back openers, okay? So here we go, let's do it. So the first thing we're going to do, this thing's kind of rolling around, is sit down on your butt, roll your shoulder blades back and down. So we're opening the heart, opening the middle energy center. Crown is lifted, shoulders and lungs open. And you're gonna have your feet wide enough so that you can let the knee drop inward. So most of our life, these muscles, these external rotators work and they don't get released. So when we're getting in and out of our cars, right? We're often going like this, moving our hips in this way. So we're doing an internal rotation to open up the connection in the glutes and even in the front part of the hips. So the TFL, tension fascia lata. And keep one leg planted so you can start to use just a little bit of dynamic tension to drop the knee down toward the floor. Getting closer and closer toward the floor. Exhaling, relaxing, pulling the shoulders back. Breathe in, feel the energy. Exhale, relax, let it go. Don't force anything. Breathe in directly into your root. Feel your belly. Exhale, breathe in, breathe out. One more. And out. Good. From there, I want to go into a Shinbox position. So if any of you have studied with Scott Sonnen, he does a lot with this particular position, the Shinbox. And I've found it very beneficial for opening up my own hips and really beginning to have a better relationship with my body. So in this position, you may not have the flexibility yet to do this, which is fine. So you can use a block. I'm on my left hip, so you can put that block underneath the left hip, like so, and it'll take some tension off of your knees, all right? And then you can do all of the positions that we're doing from here. So one hand is going to be supporting you. Bring the other hand and check how much space is underneath your sits bones, or your butt, and the ground. So maybe it's 1 inch, maybe it's 2 inches, maybe you're way up here, right? Just listen to your body and always be sure. If you don't have a block, you can use a pillow, a couple pillows, meditation cushion. So that's just going to give us a sense of where we are, okay? And now you're going to, I call these rocks. So you're going to rock under, and then you're going to rock backward. So you exhale as you tuck under, and your spine will gently round. Inhale and exhale. So inhaling, relaxing the belly, relaxing the root. Exhaling, squeezing the root, the perineum. Nice and soft. You can put a hand on the hip joint as well. Excellent. From rocks now, we're going to roll left and right. So you're going to roll, chest is up, spine is tall. And as you exhale, you're going to roll back down. This hip is kind of spiraling into the ground. Inhale, belly expands with energy. Exhale, decompress the spine and the hips. Remember, don't force anything. Nice and easy. And if you're feeling stiffness or tightness in your knees or your calves, then you want to do some mobility for these areas beforehand, or some foam rolling for beforehand, which will be in the description box. You can find that. So we'll do one more. Good. Now feel your spine is tall, crown extended, tailbone drop, and check the spacing. See if it's a little bit less, right? Just from that little bit of movement. So all these movements are mobilizers, but also diagnostic, beginning to see what areas the fascial adhesions live at, right? And depending on your body, you may notice different tightness in certain areas, which will give you a cue. Okay, I need to begin to do massage or myofascial release to open up these areas, because it's like a net. And if the net starts getting pulled on one side, then it's going to continue to pull in different areas of the tissues. So this side, this is my hip that's not as awesome as the other side. So I can already feel my hips a little higher. So you test the range, nice tall spine. All right. And so maybe a good inch or so, right? Then tuck under on an exhale. We do about 5 to 10. Inhale. Exhale. Spine is tall, chest is open. Exhale. Letting go. Now close your eyes as you inhale, feel your belly. See the energy of the earth coming into the root, feeling the belly, the hip joint with light, like a ball of light. Exhale, letting go. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling, gathering. Exhale, dissolving. Inhale. Exhale. From rock, we go to rolls. So roll over. Another fun thing you can do, if you feel this area is feeling pretty tight, is a form of active release, where you're putting pressure, whether through your fists or when I'm at the gym, I use a dumbbell sometimes, and we're pinching that connective tissue down, and as we roll, it helps to break up and allow those tissues to begin to slide, right? Exhale, hip spiraling down. Inhale, feel the belly. Spine taut. Exhale, rotate the hip down and in. Don't force anything. Inhale. Feel your belly. Exhale, letting go, melting down into the earth, smiling to the lower body, the lower centers. Just plugging in to the earth. Inhaling one more. Filling with energy. Exhale back down into the earth. Good. So those, now just check, see the spacing, see if it's improved a little bit. Great. One of the most important and sometimes overlooked parts of our movement or exercise routine is foam rolling. So I use this thing every day. These gray ones are a little bit softer. I have a black one that I like. I also have a shorter one. It's by Trigger Point Therapy. And what's nice about it is it's hollow in the center, and it's also a little more firm, and it's got these little nodules so you can kind of get into tighter spots, but it's good to travel with. So if you travel a lot and you're sore from being in planes and whatnot, the travel version you can put, put in your suitcase, t-shirts, underwear, whatever you can put in there, and it doesn't take up much space. So I always travel with that. Because our focus is on the hips, we're going to open up the outside part of the hips. So you're going to rotate the foot onto the knee like so. On the left side, you want the left foot up. I'm going to rotate. I'm starting at the top of the glute and hip, and it's like a track, right? So I'm going to start going up and down one track. When I find a knot, I'm going to stay right there and then go left and right. It's important to breathe because when there's tension, you're going to want to hold your breath. When you grimace, that's the spot that you want to rest on. So inhale, consciously, mindfully. Exhale, relax the muscles around the foam roller, let it melt. And once you start to feel a tingling, a warmth, that means the blood, the energy, the tissue is now open. All right, so the tissues are filled now. And then you rotate a little bit more to the left, and then smile down as you go down this track. So this opens up the piriformis, the deep muscles inside of the glutes. And when those are tight, it can lead to hip pain. It can sometimes even lead to sciatic nerve pain. So super important part of opening the hips. So I just go down each track. When I find a knot, big inhale, exhale, relax and let it go. Okay. So find a couple spots, 2, 3. Now you can let the leg relax. I want to work up more toward the glute medius, which is a little easier to get in this relaxed position. So you are, if your hip bone, right, is right here, you're going to be, we never want to go over the joints. So you're going to be up about 3 inches, okay, kind of this upper part of the glute. And then once again, we're rolling down that track, breathing into the tightness. Woo! What's also helpful is making a little sound. As we know in medical Qigong, that sound vibration helps clear stagnation. So inhale. When it gets intense, let out a simple sound like a hum, or a whoo. The whoo sound is the sound of the muscles. So that's the sound that I like to use most to melt through the muscle tissue. And I'm just rocking ever so gently to massage and knead the tissue so it begins to open. And I'll go to the other side. So we'll cross over. So remember, we go down first about 1 inch off the center of the sacrum or so, and you feel it. You just find the tight spot. You know, you don't. It's not something you think about. You feel it. So we breathe in, exhale, relax, melt. So this right hip not quite as tight for me. I don't have as much going on here. Very good. And then relax it down. So notice that the foot is externally rotated to give us access to that hip. If we're here, we're not going to get the same opening. Now we're up in the top part of the glute medius. Inhale when you find a knot. Exhale. Inhale. And in these positions, we're also still getting some core stability because we got a balance and some shoulder stability as well. Great work. And the last one we're going to do is on your back. You're going to lift your hips up and put it right under your sacrum, just like so. Let your head rest. And then very small shifts left and right on the sacrum itself, helping to decompress the tension in the sacrum. And those little muscles, left and right, smiling down. And I'm holding the foam roller so it's stable, nice and easy. Good work. And then when you're done, just like so, boom, back up. Now let's check the range of motion again. So left leg in front, right leg behind. And if you have the range of motion, you can let the foot, top part of the foot, come down. So we're opening up the anterior tibialis and the front part of the ankle joint. If not, just do your best. So check the range. Yeah, it's definitely closer to the ground, maybe by ½ inch. And then do those spirals again, just a couple. Feels much more open. Now that means the chi is flowing through our leg channels, through our hips. And when the chi is flowing through our leg channels, it allows us to actually ground. So I'm sure you've heard a lot about grounding and grounding your mind, relaxing your mind. But if the channels in your legs are stiff and tight, quite literally, it's hard to ground. It's hard to allow the energy that wants to express to move because you're bound and tight. And then go other side. Check, put the hand under the butt. So this one is a little more spaced, but it's higher than the right still, and that's okay, right? Because our body is always changing every day. It's being mindful, sending appreciation to our body. And then do that little spiral, check it out, see how it feels. Very good. Now that those are open, we'll do one last movement. So we got the rock, under, tilt back, right? Pelvic, anterior tilt, posterior tilt. And we got the roll or rotation. Now we'll do the fold over. So you go as far as feels comfortable for your body. So the left hand is going to be the support. The right hand, you're going to come down like so. And feel that nice stretch in the glute, okay? So you can go to the front. You can go at about a 45-degree angle, diagonal. You can also go at a 90-degree angle, which is going to get a little bit more of the lower back. Okay. So once I'm in this position, I'll start to do those small rotations, left and right, unlocking the glutes, piriformis, low back. And then with my hands, I'm just supporting my body. Inhaling, feeling. And when there's that knot, I feel exhale, relax it down deeper. Let's do one more. Very good. And then go to the other side. So we start off, right leg, right arm support, then you reach down. Feeling the opening in the lower back and the glutes. So we're testing out these different angles, right? 45-degree, 90-degree. Then I'll come back to the 45-degree angle so I can begin to groove left and right, slide left and right, smooth movement, opening up glute, hip joint, low back. When I find a spot, exhale, relax into it. You can also, for an extended hold, you can relax your elbows down. Good. Now that the hips are more open, we'll do a fun transition. So it's like this. You inhale, oop. Oh sweet, found $20 in my pocket. That's pretty cool. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Abundance is everywhere. Okay. So the same thing. Once you put the hand down, now we're going to reach. Feel that stretch through the whole spine. low back, hip, lats, thoracic spine. Good. And then I'm going to change to the other side. Change to the other side. Oh, it feels so good. So smooth, graceful, observing the quality of movement in your body. One more each side. And you can hold it, relax it, unwind it. Do those little shifts. Last one, other side. And those subtle shifts of the body. And come up. Hips should feel lubricated, open, chi flowing through the legs. And so that's the Shinbox hip opening series for low back, hips. And hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for joining me in my practice, and I'll see y'all later.